This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com. This show is brought to you by Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/AwesomeCast.
I'm getting awesome, you're getting awesome, we're getting awesome, yeah, that's what I said now. I'm getting awesome, you're getting awesome, we're getting awesome, yeah, that's what I said. Nightmares, I don't care, I love it.
It is the AwesomeCast. It's time to get geeky, get awesome. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ready to have some fun tonight with a surprise run of crew members here this week. First of all, we got the word that Dutters has, I think the next Tuesday is the only Tuesday she's going to be available for the entire month. Thank you, hockey season. And then Chilla had a work emergency at Big Bank International Esquire. So but it's okay, not to fear. We reached out to the awesome universe, and we have some awesome people with us here tonight. The first one to answer the call, he's with the iPhoneography podcast. He is Prof Pod on the Twitter. Dave Podnar back with us. How you doing, good sir?
Doing good, Sorg. When you reach out to the universe, sometimes the universe reaches back in a very nice way.
I don't know. I don't know how to take that one. I'm not sure about that. Okay, all right. Oh, I just realized we're not on the Facebooks. Everything reset on the Facebook since yesterday. The Rizz is with us as well.
I'm here and I'm not on Facebook yet. Woo!
We'll go live on the Facebook in just a moment. That's okay. That's okay. That's only where most of the people watch us. Okay. So we're streaming everywhere else just fine. But Facebook, good. You know, I mean, it's as it goes. I think we might be on there by now. The Rizz of Rizz Plays Games is with us. Hello.
It's right there. That's what I'm doing. Right there. I have my logo behind me.
You do have your logo behind you.
Yeah. But hi.
Hi.
It was literally last minute.
It is literally last minute. I reached out within the last hour and you responded, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You are welcome, Sorg.
So it's good because there's a little bit of video game stuff kind of on here.
I see that, and I think I've totally forgot I put something in here before I knew I was going to be on the show.
You did. And I will put this more discussion will probably happen on the Wrestling Mayhem show later. But it is tech related. I just got done going through my first playthrough of the Escape the Undertaker interactive movie, WWE interactive movie on Netflix. It didn't work on my Apple TV. What the hell? It's like, use it on a smart TV or streaming box. I'm like, I have a brand new top of the line Apple TV. Why doesn't this work, Netflix? Come on. Get your head out of your asses.
Have, something mobile, or do you have to have like
a
controller?
TVs are supposed to be fine. Like it says, smart TVs and streaming boxes. What is an Apple TV?
I know with like what was it? Bandersnatch or whatever it was called. The Dark Mirror thing, like it worked wonders on when I streamed it on PlayStation.
Yeah.
So
well, maybe that's it. I don't know. Maybe
you have to start
weird.
streaming.
I mean, Netflix has that thing with Netflix integrates fine with my Google TV, but not with my Apple TV. Like they're playing a weird game with Apple, and it's just I don't know. It's come on, guys, just freaking work. Come on. Anyways, so this is the AwesomeCast. Please check out everything at AwesomeCast.com. Hit us at AwesomeCast at SorgatronMedia.com if you want to hit us up for any questions or inquiries. Tweet us at AwesomeCast. The Facebook page is AwesomeCast whenever that's up. That's the Facebook page and group. A lot of great stories shared throughout the week to the Facebook group, of course. And we are here live every Tuesday, Facebook permitting, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and that's on the Facebook. It's on the YouTube page, as well as apparently Twitter. We are now live streaming too, as well as so please give that a share if you do see that live video going up on the tweets. I need to do it myself, and of course over on the Sorgatron Media Twitch page, a lot of great stuff happening over there. And also you can subscribe to us as a old school podcast form on your favorite podcast provider or the Sorgatron Media master feed, and please rate and review. Have you reviewed your podcast? And not just us, it's good every so often. Just go through your podcast list and drop a review. It goes a long way. I don't know if that's a Rizz cough or as a Rizz has something to say about that. No? Oh, he's just coughing. Okay. All right. Rizz is learning his mute button tonight.
I am.
Anyways, and also thank you to our partners over at postindustrial.com. They're sharing the AwesomeCast as well. And hey, big ups to them because they kind of did me a solid in the last couple weeks. So outside of the AwesomeCast, so special shout out to the Post Industrial group. Thank you to our Patreon supporters at the Coffee Club level: Matt Weller, John DeGore, John Carmen, Cynthia Klosky, McTaggart, and Mike Pound. Yay! As well as the fan of the shows, Michael Fedor, Professor Buzzkill, and Dave Podnar. You guys can support the show too at patreon.com/awesomecast. Guys, so here's my awesome thing. I'm using it right now. Don't you love when I come out with those?
And you're soaking in it.
I'm soaking in it? Wait, what?
What?
Wait,
throw back to an old ad.
Oh, okay.
That's a throwback to an old ad.
Okay.
Palmolive.
Oh, okay.
For us olds.
It's a palm olive. This is not a palm olive. Okay, so
no, but
so I got, we got the ATEM Mini here in the studio. I finally kind of figured out how it fits into the studio as far as functionality. What we can and can't do with this thing, because I'm used to something with a bit more going on with it, right? Even though I do have a cool picture-in-picture thing that I can do here, that I can just throw two of myself all over the place. Hello. But anyways, other than that, so we have the ATEM Mini here. There you go. There it is, sitting on my desk if you're here on the video. And we have this wonderful new wood-carved situation here that hides all my cords and sits the ATEM fits very nicely in this system. Cleans up a lot of this mess a little bit, so it seems a little more functional. I get to hide all the cords in the back. It's kind of nice. This is a special design from a place called CastCrate.com. You can go check that out over there. And again, I say this is a very this is a very close functional thing where we talk about it's for the ATEM minis in particular. Of course, I have the ATEM Mini Pro, and there's a nice picture of there it is with the extremes. It talks about the access to the inputs. I got the modular Pro stand. You can also get something for your Stream Deck stand. This model that I got was, I believe I got the 3499 model, and of course there's bigger ones for your Extreme. And notice like how it can kind of go next to so I can, like, if I get a Stream Deck that I want to why is the image so small? What the hell's going on here? It's like, hey, look at the image. I'm like, okay, but it's so tiny. Like, they didn't put a bigger image on it. Anyways, so that gives you an idea what that looks like. So the other nice thing is on the top here, you actually get some nice. There's these little kind of screw holes in it, and if you're familiar with if you when you attach things to cameras and things like that, there's a certain like general screw that happens on those, and there's 4 of them here, and then I'm not entirely sure why. I guess it's more maybe the attach, but there's actually a detachable piece that kind of slides into the top here. It's nice because it kind of blocks out a little bit of the mess that I have going on here. So I can start attaching, as it shows in the pictures here, like they have, like, this is pretty much getting set up to be like your own like personal video streamer kind of setup. Again, very much for Twitch streamers and podcasters. But as they're showing here, you can put like recorders and microphones on something like this, so you can start kind of tricking out a little bit. But it's got a nice place that you can attach it to, so it's not like you don't have to get another stand or anything like that. And you can get a kind of adapter, like double-sided screws, to be able to bring a lot of those kind of things in. This also does come in a black mat. I really wish I did get the black mat because it would match the desk that we have going on here, like all of our all of our fine IKEA furniture that we have here in the studio. It has a nice black finish to it, so and then I just have like this bare wood kind of thing. You
have the original IKEA wood furniture.
I do. It is like it is like an IKEA device, isn't it? So like it kind of, although I think it's a little bigger build. Like this is like a good wood build to it. It feels stronger than this thing. So but no, yeah, go check that out. And they have a lot of other cool options I'm kind of looking at too, because they have these other cases that they make that's a little higher end. They have a CastCrate mini Extreme. So this thing ranges from $200 to $225. So this is a portable system. I'm really interested in these actually. So the CastCrate 3 ATEM Mini and Extreme Mobile Case Basic Kit. And you see that you can put a monitor in there, and I've seen like some custom jobs that people have. And yeah, you can put your system in there. It has the exposed ports and everything. It's got the attachments across the top. Again, you can attach like your Stream Deck and put a monitor in there, and then it's just in a case, and it's a production studio ready to go that you can just lay out, open up, plug your imports in, and you can do it. I honestly, personally, I'm considering this because I am really liking the functionality and flexibility of the minis for certain situations. I could see picking up down the line an ATEM Mini Extreme, which would be the bigger one with 8 inputs, much like our higher end production studio hardware, and that becomes the portable unit, right? For like, hey, go to, like, we used to do some stuff for public source where we'd show up and bring all this big ATEM stuff, or just plug a couple cameras into my laptop and be ready to go. Like, I want to get away from using my laptop as the functional, system, and just have these units kind of operate by themselves. Like, I could see just rolling in those, hook it up, and go. The setup would be so much easier than what we do now for something like this. So, Rizz, as a Twitch streamer, I know the ATEM Minis, like, have been floating around as options for people in your neck of production here. What are you
production?
Yeah,
production.
No. I'm not gonna deflate Twitch video production at all. Okay.
Oh no, like there are some good Twitch video productions.
Yeah, everybody's learning too, right? So
yeah, it's still. Mm-hmm. But I'm running just strictly on Streamlabs, so it's nothing too technical for me. but something like that, and I was looking in the Steam Deck
Mm-hmm.
for that, and that actually looks really good for my uh, tiny desk that I have here that I also work at. It does seem more compatible, seems more able to press a button to
Mm-hmm.
change stuff, make sure everything's there.
Cleans it
But yeah,
up.
sorry, go ahead, Sorg.
It cleans it up.
Cleans it up, cleans up my, well, probably not clean up my messy desk, but it makes it less messy,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much, and that does look nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is, and see the smaller one's the one I got, and you can see kind of that setup there. Actually, I think this is a little different because mine, you don't see as much overhead there above the ATEM there on the lower image, and if you were to look at mine, you see I got this like giant space here that I can attach more things. Like that wasn't included in the photos for the unit that I purchased.
You have
So
so much room for more activities.
yeah, I got
Sorg.
so much room for streaming activities. It's beautiful, isn't it? So if you're interested in that, if you did reach out or you're kind of investigating for ATEM Mini Pro or ATEM Mini of any size for it, you can go check that out. That's at CastCrate.com. They got it to me with, I'd say, in about a week or so. I think it's just a guy that's making these. I think it's somebody just with a wood shop that's doing this thing, right? So, but no, go check that out. It's worthwhile if you're into this hardware like I am. So, and then even I can tell you right now, this is the second show because we ran last night's show off of this, and it's just so accessible to have it right here at my fingertips. Everything that I need here. It's like
Plus, I like how it's elevated like that.
yeah, it's
not-
elevated. So it's up off the desk, so you don't have to worry about the heat collecting so much. It's open in the background, so that can dissipate. And then like the cords, the biggest thing here, the other thing is here's a little tip. At least I hope this is going to be a good tip. You can't see here, but you see the cords are kind of out here, because otherwise they're plugged right into the unit here. I'm sorry, audio people, but you see that there's a little space. So I ended up buying these little you can buy HDMI extenders, and they're only like an inch long, 2 inches HDMI extenders, so that I'm repeatedly plugging into those instead of the port on the ATEM Mini, right? Because literally, since we only have 4 ports and I'm doing 2 digitals, me, and then this over the shoulder shot with the old iPhone 8, the next show I'm doing after this has 2 guests, so I need to put these cameras on over here. So I'm going to have to disconnect and reconnect. And I'm just worried about the wear and tear from the show to show. And I don't want the ports on the thing. And and given some of my setup and my woes about, like, even while I've been sitting here, this preview window monitor has been blinking on me for some reason. Like, I don't understand. Like, there's something weird with it, right? And there's like I have to do voodoo to make the ATEM thing work, right? But ideally, you're not. It's supposed to be kind of a one case use. You set it up and that's it, right? Is my thinking, I guess. If I had this in a box with a monitor, we'd be set to the monitor and we'd be good to go. Try and make it do things that wasn't really designed for. So, and plus, I got a weapon if anybody gets out of line here with this.
That's true.
That comes off here. Yeah, you can see kind of the screw ports that they put in there. Podnar, I don't know if these are anything that you've been looking for any functionality on your side. I mean, I could see it as just a quickie, like even just for your, Chilla says that he uses these for his Zoom calls to kind of show presentations and such, right?
That would be
like
nice. Yeah, that would be nice.
And these things start at like $300.
Oh yeah, that's
so
reasonable.
Yeah, you don't need all of this multi-out viewing thing necessarily. I like it because I need to make sure like this computer's working, this shot's working, the camera didn't go to sleep, things like that. But for like just a quick, hey, I plugged in like 2 or 3 things to show off during a Zoom call meeting. Like, it's nice. Or Teams. I know you're a Teams house.
Yeah.
I got to have an interesting experience with that last week. With your company. Actually, I'm very happy with myself. Maybe that'll be a Patreon thing. So, but I don't know. What do you think about like these kinds of setups?
Yeah, I can definitely, like I said, especially for you guys where you not necessarily want to have your laptop as the thing doing the switching and doing everything, where it can do other things. And or you have it where sometimes it's nice to have something that's, even though computers are wonderful because they can do everything, the problem is they can do everything, which means they sometimes don't do the one thing you needed to do extra well. And I do, that stand is nice looking. I was going to ask you, is that more, the one you have, is that more of a, this is my permanent setup, or
Yeah,
would that be okay? That would be
I
like,
think so.
okay, we're going off, and I'm going to pick up the big, the wooden thing and put it in a box and carry. Okay,
no,
okay,
I don't think so, but they do have cases for that. So I did pick up, actually. I picked up one of these mini cases, Mygia. This was, I don't know, I probably paid $50 for this case. So I mean, I didn't put anything in it, but so we sent this for a wrestling shoot a couple of weeks ago, and there's some of the adapter boxes so we could run the SDI to the ringside kind of situation. But yeah, it fits in there pretty nicely. I didn't set the foam to set it up, and also, like, you know, a case like this, you can put this thing into, cut out the back, attach the monitor to the top, you know, if you want to do hands-on yourself. I just want to get something. If I get anything, it's going to be one of these cases on CastCrate, to be quite honest. And there are a lot of options, it looks like, for ATEM mini cases. This seemed to be like as far as stands and stuff, this seemed to be the most affordable. And I just wasn't ready to sink a lot into it yet. So I guess I'm very happy with that. And this has been running pretty well. And so the big test is going to happen tomorrow, because we're running Extra Life. My brother's coming in for the yearly Extra Life thing. I'm not busy during Extra Life for a change, so I actually get to help out this time for the first time in like 4 years. So we're going to run it. I just did a test with the Xbox 360 to bring it in. We have a splitter on it, so you can see it on the TV and then see it through the box for the stream. We can, let's see, there I am in the corner. There you go. We can do split screen like this. Podnar, no other way. You see up there? Hold on. Hey, Podnar. Hey, how's it going down there?
Doing good.
Hello.
Doing good. Yeah.
There you go.
I like the little attic up there. Yes.
Yeah, in the attic, you know. So we can set that up. We're all set to go as far as his stream goes. Now, does this thing going to run for 24 hours straight? Like, if I put it on vMix or something, that freezes every once in a while. And when we go extended times, like after like 4 or 8 hours, it's like a lot of times I got to freeze and restart it. Let's see how this is going to be a stress test. This thing, to see if it'll operate and stream from the box to Twitch for 24 hours.
Well, it'll be good that you first of all, A, you're there, and B, it's in the studio. You're not trying to do it from a a track somewhere, a mud on the side of a mud track somewhere, trying to do something for, I don't know, like a Baja competition.
Well, we're not using this thing for a Baja. That's
right.
For damn sure.
But I'm saying, where you're actually there and you have your.
We're not.
If something happens, you have.
My confidence level to bring this to a client streaming event is not there. I'm gonna put that on Front Street right now. Like, hey, we need to stream this thing and we need no fails. This isn't it. This is not it.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. I need to stream something that's kind of low end, and we just need to get in and get out kind of situation. This is it. Right? And there's a little more of a leeway. It's like, hey, if this doesn't go out, like I did a big event last week up in Michigan. This is not the thing. We probably could have gotten away with this as our functional thing, right? But I want the big rig reliable hardware to do it, right? And also, this doesn't interface with my live view because I can't get a good HDMI feed out of it. I can't get a reliable HDMI feed out of it. This is USB, which you're seeing us on. This is a USB webcam that's operating through.
Wow.
This is what it treats it as. So, anyways, did we lose Rizz? Uh-oh. Well, it's a good thing we got at least one more in the chamber here with you, Podnar. What's your awesome thing of the week?
Yep. Well, this is a new update, and this is for anyone who updates the iOS 15. So you just don't need the new phone. And as we know, Apple tends to keep their updates forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you can go all the way back to in fact, I know you can because we updated Ruth's phone before she got her new one. So you can go at least back to the 7. So you're talking, half a decade old phone almost. that you can go to, and they updated. It's under the Photos app.
And I think officially the 6S's are still in updatable mode.
Ooh, I don't know if I trust that.
I wouldn't trust it. No, hold on. Let me boot this one up and see what it lets me update to. I'm not going to pull the trigger, but I want to see what the option comes up as.
Okay.
So hold on. Go ahead.
Okay. So, but again, the nice thing is you don't certain things you do need the newest hardware, but not for this. So they did an update for their memories function. And now the memories functions in Photos and this is iPhone, iPad, iPod Touch, so any iOS device. That's been there before, but they made some pretty nice updates this year. So not only do you have a little bit tweaked interface, you actually got a little bit of a cards interface when you actually get into it. But if you subscribe to Apple Music, which I don't, but if you do, you can pull music in from Apple Music. And you can select different filters. So you not only have your memory, you can see the different filters. You can but the only thing is that's on all of the photos or all the videos you bring into the memory. So you can't say, I want black and white on this one, I want this on this one. It's all going across. But the nice thing is now, the other thing is, and let me see if I can show it here. Okay, there we go. So if I just click on the For You down below, it brings up memories. And if I hit the See All, there we go. I can just scroll. Now, this first one is one I put together. But there we go. A lot of these are like automatically done on. Hold on. Also, trying to do something backwards is a pain. Okay,
this is where you need ATEM Mini, so you can plug that directly into the ATEM and show us what's going on.
Okay, let me go here again. Hold on. Here we go. I'm going to go to See All. There we go. Okay. This way you can just kind of scroll through, and you have the different options here, and it automatically picks these photos. So all this is just, like here's a location one. When this is years ago, we went to visit a family relative down in Denton. We stopped by Annapolis, and like different shows at the PPG Paint Arena, and it put in it'll say like, oh, here's Christmases, and there's one now. Admittedly, some of the titles are not the. Let's see if I can.
It's kind of making it up. Like that's his Christmas Eve, kind of presumptively.
That one was Christmas Eve. That was looking at the date, but where it says here, just remember when.
I'm trying to see like how this looks like on the new format. Now I'm usually ending up in memories from. I guess I'm pretty much there. So usually from like that widget that pops up. So like I get one that says Thornville. It says July 2018 trip. This is definitely the Gathering of the Juggalos. Okay, and there's a little footage and stuff there. Orlando.
They're not wrong.
Hey, Orlando and Lakeland. There's our friend of the Wrestling Mayhem show, DJ Z, walking wild before he went all joined that group. Let's see. There's this one's called Dinner in Pittsburgh, but it's actually a game night we had at the studio. So yeah, we get those kinds of things. But yeah, I mean, if you see me just randomly posting old pictures on Twitter, it's because this thing caught my attention. And
the nice thing is, let's say you click on one of those. Okay, so let me just do this. Remember when, which I just happen to remember. It's the last great race I did in person. So it's doing things from the race and different pictures I took during it. But if I just push it up a little bit here. Well, if I click on it, I'm sorry. If I click on it, you see you got different options down below now.
Yeah.
And with those different options, you can, if I click on the music part, you can see it actually gives you a live preview of the different filters. So you can just slide and see the different filters that come across as the things are playing. And it gives you the music down below.
So this is akin to Google Photos would generate these movies as you upload them. Then you could go in and say, "Oh, this is great," but you put in this photo I don't like, right? And then you could adjust things on the fly.
Yeah. And then, like I said, you have the different music options here.
That's nice.
where it has top selections, the soundtracks, and Apple Music. Like I said, I'm not subscribed, but you can test it. And it gives you all these different options automatically that you can try.
That's
and then
nice.
you just simply, once you're done, you can, select different filters, export it as just a regular movie, and do it. And you can put a slideshow together.
While you're on that, talking about the Photos app, I'm really impressed with. I get a lot of the metadata data is more upfront. I've noticed in this. I don't know if this is across the board with iOS 15 or because it's the new iPhone.
New iPhone.
Because
I can tell you it's a new iPhone.
Okay,
because
is it?
I don't have it on mine.
Oh, okay. And which one do you have again?
I have the 10 still.
The 10? Okay. So I'm used to, and this threw me off at first, because if you pull up a photo, it's featuring one of my photos from the seldom seen kind of nature
I should
walk.
say this. No, I should say it does have like where it was saved from, the phone it was taken, the megapixel, the ISO, that comes up.
Like that stuff is in, if you go to the Photos app, it'll pull up on all your photos. But this is the first time I've noticed it in the phone. So if you pull it up, I'm used to you pull it up and you will get the live options, but then I'm like, oh, what is all this? There's the metadata, there's the info for the photo, there's the GPS for it and everything. Like, that's really nice. And I do like, when you're able to go into Photos and also see, like it says wide camera, 26 millimeter, f-stop, 1.5, 3.5, 12 megapixel, has a resolution and all that kind of stuff. What is the format? It's got like the ISO, it's got a lot of, I'm going to say, because I say this in all love, photo geek info. So that I don't understand half of this stuff. Okay, but this is probably right up your alley, Dave. I mean, it's really nice. So it's amazing how fleshed out this is. So aperture, that's the thing I was trying to remember the other day. We're trying to think about photo apps. Is aperture still a thing? Because we have a photo project that we did recently, and we're trying to figure out how we are going to manage like high-end photos.
Ooh.
Like, what is that answer? Do we get Lightroom or?
It may be Lightroom, to be honest.
Too bad the person who's asking this question isn't here tonight. So I hope she listens back to the podcast. So.
And one other thing with photos, and this is only on the new ones because a lot of this processing done on camera, and I can't. But I took a picture. Let me get this here because I did a screenshot of what this looks like on Ruth's phone, because of course she has the non-pro, but she has the 13. So I took a photo of our bush out front, or bush out back. I mean,
that's a nice bush, Dave.
Oh, thank you. And the thing is, if you push up on it, I'll let it adjust here. It says plant. And then it's like,
Siri knowledge.
Asian knotweed.
Whoa! Holy crap! It pulls up a Siri's knowledge thing on the plant that you took a picture of.
Yeah, as long as you have that little
via Snapseed.
Well, no, yeah.
That's what you took the picture with. Okay,
I edited in Snapseed. But if you look at the eye, that's on there. But if you have the little sparkle on the eye, you can put more information up, like, oh, here's a location and here's the map, or oh, this is a dog and here's the breed and here's information on the breed.
So I just kind of partially similar. So that picture that I was shown before, which is Missy and we're under the train truss and everything at Seldom Seen. So it has an option for the landmark. And while I don't think there's enough there for it to pick up on much, it does pull up. Let me see if I can show. You see the map location, and then you see similar photos. Now they're not something from the same thing, but still, like they're other kind of train bridges and trusses, right? So that's very, very interesting. So that's cool. That's really cool. Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
I know Google has built into their app similar with Google Lens, but because it can be done only on the new phones and not on the old phones,
right?
That's telling me that's at least Apple's doing it all on device, which is nice. Nice.
That's cool. That's really cool. And here I pulled up. Actually, it's from my iPhone 8 Plus, but you still get all the same information. It tells you it was the telephoto camera. And has all the ISO and f-stop information like it had before. And it was a darker room, so it makes sense. So that's really cool. Really, really cool. So Riz, before your computer restarts again, let's get your awesome thing of the week,
let's do
shall
that.
we? Mm-hmm.
So, like I said at the beginning, one, it was last minute, so I didn't really have much time to think about it. But and also, I'll go this way. I do stream video games.
Yes,
So
Riz plays
my
games on the
awesome
Twitch.
thing of the week was going to be the new Amazon title.
Oh no,
New World.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
So New World is the newest hit on Steam. One of the best looking video games out right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started looking at the news, and let's see, the long queue times is obvious for a game that's this big.
First major game by Amazon, I believe, right?
Yeah, the very first.
Okay, so
first. So this is their test run.
Okay,
putting that out there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Their beta went okay, I guess. But the stream, like the entire, they were not ready for what was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had a whole bunch of people in the queues, servers going down, people getting back in the queues, waiting more long times, and then there was the funny part where they do not allow you to use any adaptation of Jeff Bezos as a character name.
What the hell?
There's that.
Okay.
So even though I
Ooh, it's pretty.
Even though there's different, like, even though the queue times and stuff like that are a thing, and the customization's pretty good and everything, and like all this bad stuff is happening, I'm still looking at this like I really should play this on my stream, which is Riz Plays Games. But then I came across this article where it talks about, and again, I'm not tech savvy,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm not sure of these words that I'm saying.
It's okay. We'll walk you through it.
So they're reporting that the fans and the computers are running really fast
Mm-hmm.
and really loud, and even a high-end graphic cards are burning out,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess and bricking.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at this. I'm going, okay, maybe I don't want to play this game now. Maybe I'll stick to watching.
It gives you a little bit of pause, doesn't it?
Yeah, like maybe I'll stick to watching YouTube or Twitch streamers play this and be jealous that my laptop's not running on this because, and again, I'm going to spout off some GPU stuff, and I do apologize that I don't know the actual nuts and bolts to this. Like people were, even during the beta testing, they were saying that the EVGA GeForce RTX 3090 3090 graphic cards were done during the beta. They're blown out, stuff like that. And then now they're saying that another version of that, like the let me go down here. A GeForce RTX 39. Oh wait, no, I just said that. The Gigabyte 3080 TIOC. Again, I don't no idea what that means. So I'm assuming that's a lot. And knowing the little I know about graphic cards cost a whole bunch of money,
especially right now.
Yeah. So I'm like, so again, I guess my awesome thing of the week is seeing this article because Sorg, you saw my posts on Discord when I saw somebody else playing this, and I'm like, I'm asking them, how do you like it? Because I was going back and forth between getting New World or not getting New World, and it's one of those things where I was on the fence, and this article, this Kotaku article, I don't actually want to buy it anymore.
No,
I'll wait for it to come on like
So
whenever if it ever comes on
I-
PlayStation.
here's what, if you're really interested in playing the game and you don't want to do that, and you don't want to, I mean, this is the kind of thing where you know, hey, I don't want to buy a whole new, like, and by the way, some of the cards that they're citing in this article are $2,000 graphics cards alone.
Yeah.
Okay, just the graphics card. So I don't know. I'd seen this as Amazon, I imagine. So in your case, if you're like, I am really interested in this game, I really want to play this game, I'm really worried about it blowing up my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just play it on somebody else's computer? Because I can imagine.
I will be glad to blow up their computer.
Unconfirmed, but since this is an Amazon game, I don't know why it wouldn't be on the Luna platform.
Nice little plug there, but okay.
There you go. So this is, and I experimented with this before, and it's just like your GeForce Now and your Xbox Game Pass streaming kind of situation. It was solid.
Sorg, can you move that up a little bit? I want to. Can you just scroll back up there for a minute?
Where am I going?
I just like the picture that they have on the screen, on the television screen. Just SpongeBob.
Oh, that SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom happens to be the featured game we decided to pick here to put it on all the screens.
Out of every game out there, like Control, which is a good game,
and
Metro, which is a really good game.
You do not need to buy the Luna gaming controller, by the way. If you have a good controller on your laptop, you're fine, guys. But no, I played a good bit of Control with it actually before like it came on Game Pass and I started replaying it over there. So I put a good like 3 hours into the game until and then had to restart on another platform. But I would see if it's on there. I would honestly see if it's on there, and then that's like, I don't know. Their plans are like, they got $5.99 a month for the Luna plan, and then you can add on, well, this is wild, you got a family channel that you can add on for $2.99 a month, or you can get Ubisoft Plus as an inclusion on this if you like Ubisoft games for $17.99 a month. That seems a little steep, but that's a lot.
I was like, wait a minute, that's not really a
That's not a deal. I don't know. I mean, to play Valhalla, wait, it's still like $60. I'm sure it is, but that seems
like I know EA Plus is like $7.99 a month. And
yeah,
you
it is.
Get to play FIFA.
And I pay and I pay $15 and get it as part of Game Pass Ultimate. So I don't know, but these are options. You own to
options.
Choice.
Or we can just play like Elder Scrolls Online, which is
there's that.
Which is even a really good game that's not going to blow up your computer.
But I mean, even if it's on there just to kind of check the game out and dropping $6 for the month, that's not bad. And then it's just like, you can play with it for the month. If you want to keep it, you do. You don't, and that's fine. So again, unconfirmed. I don't see that this. I don't see any indication this is on here from at least their splash page for Luna. But I can't imagine. I mean, it's an Amazon game. Why wouldn't it be?
I do have a trivia question for you, Sorg.
Okay.
Podnar already guessed this one.
Mm-hmm.
Before I even saw this article for New World Breaking Expensive Craft Cards, do you know what the number one searched phrase on Bing is?
No, on Bing.
On Bing.
No, I do not know.
It's Google.
What the hell?
Like I was looking at that article, I'm like, this is a nice little article, but it was from I guess one of the lawyers for Google mentioned this during a court hearing or something. I don't know. They were just saying it was probably just blurted out for nonsensical reasons, but I am pretty sure that's probably true.
Mm-hmm.
At least top 5.
Yeah, I can see it just because you figure that there's enough people out there who have Edge now as their browser and Bing's your default search, but they know they want to use Google. So they just go to the address bar, start typing in Google, don't let it autocomplete.
Nope.
And just after hitting Google, in the search in the address bar, just Google enter quickly. And instead of going to google.com, it goes to, of course, the built-in search engine, Bing. And then they click on that and then, go that way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I can see that, especially with,
It's like-
people using the built-in browser, and even though I think most people still immediately switch to Chrome.
Oh, immediately.
But
I wouldn't say most people. I mean, most people
would not use Edge, I don't think.
I mean, most people that are in a certain setting and at least partially computer minded, yes, right?
Well, just
but
looking at
I think if you look at the numbers of people that don't switch off their default Edge browser when they load up a computer, I think if you looked at the actual numbers of that, you're going to be astonished. And that's why Bing's still a thing. So, right? So, I mean, yeah. So, does Siri still come up with Bing results?
some.
Hey Siri,
I
tell me something new. I don't know. I did ask Siri to ask Google a question the other day. So yeah.
You can force it to use Google.
I can. Yes.
You can force Siri to use Google if you say, like you said, if you say, "Hey S word, search Google for blah blah blah."
Hold on. Hey Siri, search Bing for graphics cards. Let's see what happens. And searching Bing for graphics cards, and I definitely get a Bing.com result. Nice. Hey Google, ask Google. No, hey Siri, ask Google about graphics cards.
Hey Siri, Google. Siri.
Yeah, and that comes like the kind of more the built-in results list. But and I just pissed off something over there on the other side of the room. So there's that. Yeah, I'm poking around the Luna site. I don't see any sign of that New Worlds game. So, but keep an eye out for it. Maybe there, or I feel like you said it's on Steam, right?
It is on Steam.
Keep an eye on GeForce Now. It may pop up over there too.
Oh, and Rizz, when I was reading the article you put the link in for, I love the fact they said, well, it's not our game. It's these faulty graphics cards.
No,
it's just our game
their game
taxed these cards so much. It actually brings forward the issue that was already there.
And I get it. I get developers saying that, but it's their game.
Yeah.
They beta tested this and it still happened.
Yeah.
They saw it happen and they did nothing for it.
Yep. All right. Well, you know what? You know what's not going to break your graphics card, but may break your tummy if you eat too much of it. It's sliced on Broadway because it's so delicious. New York City style yins are made. Beach Street, Carnegie, East End, North Hills, our friends right up the street. So delivering freshness and goodness, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting for the perfect pepperoni pizza. Ha ha! And so happy to do that.
It is one of the best reheating pizzas I've ever had.
Best reheating pizzas. There you go. That's a testimonial, I suppose. I talked about last week. Rizz sends me his. Was that your Grubhub order?
I sent you my Grubhub order just to show you that I'm getting Slice on Broadway.
All the way out there in Monroeville from the East End location. Love it.
And I actually ordered some on Saturday, I believe, as well.
Love it. Love it. Thank you so much to those guys for supporting us. Check them out, Slice on Broadway.com. So we got a couple other stories here. We got a little bit of time left. I don't think anybody has a pumpkin time now since we don't have a chill on board, right? So let's see what else we have going on here. Have you guys been following the Netflix gaming developments as they've been coming? I've been holding off talking about this because Rizz, are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Wait a minute.
Hold on. First, let me get what you think is about to happen, and I'll tell you what's actually happening.
Are they trying to get on GameFly's level here?
Oh, I love that you and as well as people on Cord Killer's podcast also evoked the GameFly name.
Yeah. The mobile version of GameFly.
A little bit. So what they're doing? They have for one thing. They did purchase a game developer. It was the one that did Oxenfree, which is an adventure game that I know. I'm pretty sure has popped up on Game Pass and probably some other services as well. So they have them on board. They did roll out the new mobile games in Portland, Italy, and Spain as a members only perk. So if you're in these countries, so well, let me follow along with this. We'll get to you. So what happens, and this is I believe on the Android version of Netflix. So you're in your Netflix app with all your movies, and you want to go play a video game. It has a listing for that, and when you click on the video game, it will load the app separately in your like Google Play Store. Okay, so we've separated this idea about thing that's gotten like Game Pass in trouble, where it's like, well, you need an app for all the games, and each of the games and stuff like that. You are downloading the games. The thing is, when you go to the game, you log in with your Netflix credentials, and that gives you access to the game. Now, the games are such hot items right now as Shooting Hoops, Teeter Up, and Card Blast. But there are more things coming up, like I think there is a Stranger Things game in development now, or there might be porting over, the Stranger Things game that's been floating around based on season 3. I know there's been a couple of them out there. I think some of them have been pretty much free to play. And they're saying all these games that will be coming up are free to play. This is I think this is kind of the first like test run of this with these kind of more general games, and then they are going to I mean, obviously, they have so many properties that they have between, from Stranger Things to Witcher, although I know Witcher has its own games, to other Netflix properties. I don't know, Squid Games. If you've been following that situation, I haven't seen a trailer for it, but I heard a lot of conversation about it.
I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't watched it yet?
I've seen
I'm
a
interested.
lot of videos.
I don't know. I'm afraid if I do that, it's gonna get me onto Korean dramas, and
it's gonna bring back very Train to Busan vibes, and I don't think I'm still ready for that yet.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what's happening there. But anyways, that's a whole other podcast. So get ready for that, maybe rolling out in the near future. Of course, we know that Netflix is involved with the interactive movie situation, as we mentioned at the top of the show, with the interactive WWE movie that's out. We've seen the Minecraft Telltale stories get converted over to this format for interactive like video games. And there's a thing for Teeter Up. Let me see if I can pull that up here. Oh, here's some imagery. I don't know if this really tells you a whole lot about it, but here's some imagery of Teeter Up. E for everyone. It just looks like some strange.
You put the ball in the hole.
You put the ball in the hole is all there is to it. So there you go. There you go. Riz,
I'm waiting for a lot more like full movie video games like this to happen.
Yeah.
Like I know there are some games on full motion video games on PlayStation right now that look a lot better than what people would think full motion video games were or are. Like,
is this like that Quantum Break? Is this like that Quantum Break by Remedy that was on
yes.
Xbox? That's on Game Pass. I've been thinking about playing it just to try it. And I love Remedy games.
They're all just like choose your own adventure type games.
Mm-hmm.
So they're mostly going to be like, choose this, go over here and see what happens here, or like just having those interactions make it like that. And I kind of wish and hope for like Netflix to get in on that.
Hey,
go ahead and do like there are these different like a mafia type game which was really good to watch. But it's like a one play type thing where you play it and okay, that's cool. But I would love to see Netflix just go all out on this. Make a Stranger Things video game like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like make another Bandersnatch. Make make a Tiger King video game. Who cares? He's not going to get any money out of it. But just go and build off what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And you have everything. You literally have everything from 70s to now that you can work on, and using those types of that type of technology would be pretty good. And make it streaming compatible, please. Like do what Amazon.
And again, we I think the streaming could be a thing eventually, but they're not playing that game yet.
No,
I think
that's all Amazon.
This is a toe in the water, but I could see in the future that being a thing, but we are not there yet.
They're not on watch party.
No, that's
yet.
pretty good. Podnar, I think you were making some noises, some reactionary noises when I was doing that earlier. No.
I'm trying to remember what you were referring to. Sorry.
Maybe
that was probably
I heard
me.
Rizz. Okay.
Really excited.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways. So I don't know. We'll see how that rolls out. I think this is very early days to really kind of count on anything with them. But in the meantime, Rizz, I know you're looking always for new platforms to play video games on.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. And I'm going to say this word, and just a trigger warning of sorts.
It's worse. It's worse than Pornhub, Sorg.
It's worse than Pornhub. Oh, I'm not familiar terribly with the site. I'm just gonna say,
don't worry.
So apparently the porn site Chaturbate will now let models stream video games. So leaning into that thing that's been a sort of semi-problematic thing over on Twitch lately, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So
why not? Why not?
There it is.
And I'm actually surprised Pornhub isn't doing anything like this either.
Give it time.
I know.
I'm not saying.
Are
we sure this isn't a division? Because the people that own Pornhub own like a lot of sites. Mm-hmm. So like this may be the same company for all we know.
I don't know that, Sorg. Maybe it is. Yeah, I don't know anything about any. What were you talking about, Sorg? Pornhub. That's. But yeah, no. This is just like one of those little niche things where they're like we were just talking about with Netflix. Other companies are dipping their toes in like streaming because there's a lot of
other body parts.
I mean, they are probably going to have some hot top streams, but on these, like I'm like I said, I'm not surprised this is happening. I'm not surprised that any streaming service, whether it's PG or X, aren't getting more people into.
Rizz, yeah. There's a Pittsburgh connection to this story in this article.
Wait, what?
I don't know if you noticed. So, do you remember our old friends at Mega Cat Games here in the city?
Oh, yeah.
And you notice that game that's mentioned in the first paragraph is Log Jammers? So according to this Kotaku article, they're talking about, from what they can tell, from these writers can tell, they predominantly feature indie sex games, though not exclusively. One of the supported titles, for instance, is an arcade-style sports game about axe throwing called called Log Jammers, which of course is a play on the old Windjammers game, if you're familiar with that classic, that came to Steam Early Access last year. We have an advanced copy of Log Jammers from our friends at Mega Cat Games.
Didn't we play that?
We played some of it. Yeah, we were playing it. It's one of those games that you can pick up like on a Super Nintendo card or something too. So,
and like the game that they're showing here, which is up here in the very first one, is a very sexualized video game.
Oh, is it like a Sims-esque kind of game that they're playing off there?
No, it's more like it's in first person, which is weird. But it's like making moves to.
And I know
it's a house party.
Okay, it's a house party game. Is
this and it gets weird.
And I know Rizz is familiar with some of these interesting themed games because you've introduced some to me. I'm not going to embarrass you. Well, also I completely forget the title, but I think it would reveal. So
I need a refresher, or just type it in.
The daddy game.
What?
The daddy game? The daddy dating game?
Oh, Dream Daddy.
Dream Daddy.
Dream Daddy isn't that bad.
It's not that
It's not
bad,
bad
but
at
it's just
all.
like
The title sounds kind of bad, but
you're a
But
dad.
it's a very good game.
It's about it's
about
about
a
single
dating game
parents.
with
It's a
dads.
single parent dating game, but just with dads. As in
Look, Dream Daddy's the least of our worries.
Yes,
We're
it
not
is.
talking about the brother simulator, which
Oh.
has you go out and like go out dating with brother printers,
What?
sentient brother printers.
What?
Hatoful Boyfriend, which is the pigeon dating simulator. I can go on.
I'm learning so much.
There's the Horse Prince.
oh no.
There's a alpaca dating game. Sorg, I'm all over this.
Man, I love all the alternative lifestyles you've experimented
The
with through
internet
gaming.
is
Like,
a fun place.
God bless you, Liz. God, good for you. I am definitely not gonna kink shame you on this show.
I mean, there's a KFC dating game.
There's a KFC thing.
Yeah.
Dream Daddy is the least of our worries show title. Oh, I can't do anything else after that. That's it.
No,
That's
the
it.
show.
We're also
Good night,
at an hour
everybody.
for the
Have a
show,
great
so
night.
we should
I'm
probably wrap
going
this
now.
thing.
You know what? This kind of, when you were talking about similar to what you see out there, that kind of makes you shake your head. I was on Facebook before it shut down or after it came back, whenever. And you know how Facebook is now having Reels on.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. And all of a sudden, I see in my Reels on Facebook the little video of the no bra challenge.
Oh, wait. Is that what I see coming up? There's somebody like flashing, but not their
not
boobs.
flashing.
But there's,
Nope, not
but
necessarily.
there's definitely cleavage, and I'm like, why is this still in my feed?
They are women who are just.
That's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube, but Facebook is taking some of the things and they're putting it as a little thing.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, why is this in my feed for no good? I mean, Facebook ads are weird for me occasionally anyway. I mean, I get weird Facebook ads that have nothing to do with my search history, nothing to do with my search history. Looking for single women over 50. Apparently, like Facebook, you see, it says I'm married, right?
Yo.
It says in a
But
relationship.
You know what
not
the divorce
complicated
rate
in a
is after
relationship.
COVID lockdowns, though? I mean, it's really kind of wide open.
But all of a sudden, I'm seeing all these little snippets, and it's almost it's TikTok-ish. It's like women like, oh, you mean all I have to do is get 100,000 likes is put my arms in the air and shake up and down? I'm like, I don't why is this here? This is so weird.
I went down a rabbit hole now.
Oh no. Well, let's go down that rabbit hole on the Patreon.
Yes.
Dave Podnar, iPhoneography podcast. Thank you for coming on here and talking about exactly 4 stories with us.
No problem. No. Always glad to be on. And willing and ready in case anything happens.
Thank you. And the Rizz plays games.
I will definitely be playing some of these video games now.
There we go. If you want to, he will download these games and play them so you don't have to.
No, you're gonna have to with me.
And then,
like I'm in it now.
And remember, just follow Rizz. Rizz plays games on Twitch, and when Rizz plays a video game, watch and chat with him as you're yeah.
Rizz, bring
right
some of
there.
those games
Even
over.
though other people have tried to copy that,
Yeah.
that we know of, and
Rizz,
steal that logo. We know it's Rizz's logo, though.
Rizz, bring some of those games over for Extra Life tomorrow, huh? So,
Oh my goodness.
really,
Your brother's gonna hate me for that.
just be like just some awkward groaning. We're like, what is this? What's happening right now? Anyways,
That's like the late night video games.
we'll have to get the
early
camera. I
morning.
gotta get the outside camera so we can get all the reaction shots of people walking by when we're playing these games. Anyways, that is Extra Life. It is. We're going to be live from the studio. Look for that. It's going to be. We'll probably have it just on the. We'll have it shared on our Twitch channels, but we'll be all over the social media with it. I believe it's going to be on the Lord Sorg Twitch channel, which is my brother's Twitch channel. So looking forward to that. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. I'm happy to be around for it this time. So it's for a good cause, and I don't have the link here, but we will all over the social medias over the next 24 or 48 hours, of course. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This has been your AwesomeCast. You have been our awesome audience. Have an awesome week. This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.